The second edition of the IRONMAN 70.3 Cascais featured a sold-out field of 2,700 athletes from 71 nations, all gathered together for one goal. And that was the magic red carpet at the end of 113 kilometers of swim, bike and run. Having seen massive growth in entries from the inaugural event last year, this year's race was set up to be a great day out. Cascais is a delightful Portuguese town located on the beautiful coastline and surrounded by the Bay of Cascais. With over 2,000 hours of summer, it's not hard to see why this is Lisbon's vacation playground. Historically, Cascais was a minor fishing village until King Louis, who ruled in the 1800s, decided to make this stunning setting his summer royal retreat. Today, Cascais is an elegant fusion of decorative 19th century architecture, traditional Portuguese charm, and outstanding tourist facilities, and now the home of the IRONMAN 70.3 in Portugal. With 50 of the world's top professionals, 36 men and 14 women, ready to race, it was all set up for an amazing day. The day started with the Zone 3 swim course, supported by many water safety officials. The men's race was a go, and right from the start the pace was blistering. The group stayed together for most of the swim, with no athlete wanting to make a breakaway. The ladies was similar, with the exception of Beatrice Weiss, who took to the front quickly and held that position for the entire 1.9 kilometers of the swim course. A clockwise swim meant that athletes would have to make their way around this star-shaped course, making right-hand turns and exiting the water at the Club Naval at Fortaleza. First out of the water for the men was Spain's Fernando Alonso with less than a minute lead over Silva from Portugal, the local pro with it all to do. Following the leading two was a formidable group with Calistratov from Russia, Collins from Great Britain, and Kevin Runstadler from France, Thomas Stiger from Austria, and the fellow Portuguese pro João Silva. In the ladies' race, it was all Weiss from Austria who clocked a very impressive 25 minutes and 19 seconds on the swim, followed by Helene Soleduse from Spain, Sarah Lewis from Great Britain, and Agnieszka Jerzyk, all swimming under 30 minutes. Well on the bike course at this point, and the men's race was being dominated by Alarsa of Spain, who had taken to leading in an Ironman race with great ease. No surprise given his pedigree of WTS and ITU racing and his Olympic exploits. Chasing him was Colin Norris and Kevin Runstadler from France. The bike course features a very fast first 50 kilometers, with rolling small hills and smooth surface along the closed roads. It was a great day for bike riding, and the pro men and women were showing their skills, all of them holding great pace. Beatrice Weiss led out of the swim and managed to hold on to that position up until the 25-kilometer mark, where the talented Polish Jerzyk made her move and took to the front end of the field, a position she held on to all the way to T2. One of the unique key features of the Gold Nutrition bike course was a lap of the world-famous Estoril Grand Prix circuit, where once Ayrton Senna had claimed victory, now saw thousands of triathletes chase those racing lines around this historic racecourse. Built for speed, our athletes honored that tradition by completing this section of the bike course in fine style. In the men's race, it was all Alarsa up to the 74-kilometer checkpoint, when a very smart descending move saw Runstadler fly past and take first place on the road. This is how it was to stay, as Runstadler reached T2 in a time of 2 hours 11 minutes and 37 seconds. just under 4 minutes ahead of the previous race leader, Alarsa from Spain. The run started well for Kevin Runstadler, who looked comfortable enough and strong up until the 5.6 kilometer mark. When the unthinkable happened, Alarsa, who's known for his strong run, flew past Runstadler in what can only be described as one of the fastest and most emphatic passes we have witnessed in the world of multisport. In the women's race, Jursic was holding strong at the front of the field, and all the action was happening behind her, with the field changing on the run as the Belgian Katrien Verstuyft began to show her skills on the run and working her way past the likes of Weiss and Lewis, known to be a great runner. And one by one she closed the gap that at the beginning was around 5 minutes. By the time we got to the last 5 kilometers to the finish line, the gap was now only 1 minute and 40 seconds, having made up a full 3 minutes in just 5 kilometers to that point. The men's race was about to wrap with the debutant Fernando Alarsa cruising to the finish line. The Frenchman Runstadler had faded badly, and it was now young Silva and Felipe Azevedo, both Portuguese pros, chasing Alarsa but making little to no impact. That was how it would finish, Alarsa taking his first win in his very first race in a time of 3 hours 54 minutes and 57 seconds, an incredible race on a tough course. Followed by the Portuguese duo of Silva 3:57.23 and Azevedo 3:57.41, a great day for our top 3 men. The ladies' race was getting just as exciting as Verstuyft was chasing Jursic hard and at times were in the same screenshot, with the distance narrowing visibly. At the 17.8 kilometer mark, Jursic made a notable change in pace, as if she could feel Verstuyft breathing down her neck. Upping the pace and powering her way to a winning time of 4:26.06. Making up the podium was the talented Verstuyft in second, 4:27.16, and Sarah Lewis of Great Britain taking the last step on the podium with a time of 4 hours 30 and 17 seconds. The day was far from over for the thousands of age groupers who continued to prove that anything is possible as they made their way around the scenic course. A sold-out field had made this day a memorable one, as they gave all they had to reach the red carpet. That is such an incredible feature of Ironman 70.3 racing around the world. A massive well done to all the athletes who took up the challenge and made it to the finish line. Some tall, some short, all incredible. Ironman 70.3 Cascais cemented its place on the European schedule by hosting an amazing day. With over 1,000 volunteers, traffic officials and Ironman team members, the day was in good hands and delivered the high level of racing we've come to expect from Ironman. The second edition of the Ironman 70.3 Cascais ended with many happy athletes and spectators, and all of them excited to return to this Portuguese paradise. See you next year.